I guess, yeah, thanks there, scumbag, for saying I'm the most handsome Godot user on the internet. I appreciate that. Alright. So, can you hear me? Yes, okay, nice. So, we're back in it. Let's go ahead and run this scene and see what we got. See what's going on. So, right now we have our scene right here. We can pick up and move food around. So we can throw some chicken nuggets on there and throw these here. This is like a way to defrost these. This is going to be our freezer. So let's grab these and just make sure everything's working right. So we got our slots to defrost. We start the water. We get our timer going. Everything defrosts as needed. We can then start throwing stuff on the griddle, and we can throw stuff on the griddle at different times, and it all starts cooking at different times, which is what we want. And then it steams up and turns into the cooked food. So I can also hit E, and that smashes whatever is directly in front of me. So I think what we'll do today, we have to start like picking up these and doing something with them, because right now I cannot pick them up. I don't even think they have collision on them, but I need to take the collision from them. And I guess what I'll do is you probably pick up the bun first, and then I'll have the bun kind of appear at the bottom of the screen. Then you would come over here and grab the burger to put on it, and then you would grab the condiments. So that's going to be a little, not difficult to code, but a little different than what we've been doing. So I guess what we'll do is make the bun and stuff able to pick up first. And it's hard to do this. Hold on, let me do that. And if I go back to it, damn, it locks me back in. I was going to try and unlock the mouse, but to show you like the position on the screen, but whatever, we'll just do it live. So to add another thing to our player here, we have this texture rect. That is apparently our crosshairs. Nice. I'm going to rename that to crosshair. And this is a control that we have instantiated on the player cam. So we look at the player cam here. We go to the character body. That we have there's our collision shape. We then have a camera swivel, and we have our player camera, and on that we have a control, and that is our HUD. So we need to maybe change what this says at certain points. My cat's eating something in the background. I'm not sure what it is, but we're just gonna let it ride for now. So we can yeah, we want to add another texture down here for the bun, because we still should be able to pick up an item here. And I think what I'll do is actually take this held item, and I think I'm going to move it here, and then I'll put one side of the bun over here and one side over there, and then I'll have the other stuff appear. So let's actually move that more towards the middle there, and I'll have the what do we need? And texture rect. Sorry, texture rect. Bam. So we add one of those, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with this one and pin it to the bottom right. That way, if I scale the UI at all, it's still going to be pinned to that bottom corner. Now, will that help us at all? Probably not. We'll probably still look like crap if we scale the UI. So whatever resolution we're at, we're sticking at. That's just how it's going. So let's call this top half of bun. And it'll be different if it's the hot dog. I guess I'll just have it come to the top half, but this looks cool, I think, in my head, so I want to do it this way. And then I'm going to let's not control D. Let's actually go through the process of making another one, because I don't want to make them unique. I don't want them to share values, and I can't remember how that works. We're going to call this one bottom half. And yeah, we're going to put this, oh, that's right, we gotta go and set it down here. And then I guess I'll probably put it like over here. Maybe not on that side, maybe like right here for now, and we'll see how that goes. So, alright, so now that we have that, let's rock and roll. Okay, so we have this display pickup label, E to pick up. So we're just going to say E to interact. And that is the fastest way to fix that issue. Overlay for stream startup. Oh yeah, nice. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. If anyone on different platforms is seeing, I'm reading comments from like 2 different platforms, so if you're not seeing those, that's why. But anyway, so we E to interact instead of E to pick up everything. That'll at least make it a little bit better. And what is that? The action label? Very well named. Action label. I'm going to make this a little bigger and maybe put it, I think it should be down here towards the bottom. And we'll make it like red. So, we want to go to, do we want to do a theme? Probably not. What are we going to do? Where is the, isn't there just like a text layout? Theme overrides, that's what I was looking for. I forgot what it was called. Font color. Let's do a yellow. That'll stick out. We have a lot of red in our scene, so that won't really stick out too good. So we'll do the yellow with a black outline. And we'll make it a little bit bigger. And we'll eventually, I guess, choose a different font. So probably, I'm thinking 30. Yeah, I'm thinking a 30, dude. I think that'll do. Okay, and then we're gonna get, where's the outline? I thought I could add an outline to it. Yeah. So this is one of my cats. This is Goblin right here. He just jumped on me. So, yeah, alright. So we got that. We're not going to worry about the outline. Fuck it. And then there we go. That should look a little better for us whenever we zoom over something. We now need to code these whenever we pick something up. So, let's see. We need to go to our character body. And we need to add collision on those hot dogs first. So let's go to our scene A. We'll go to, not hot dogs, on the buns. So we'll grab this, and I'm going to actually take it, I'm going to make it a scene, save branch as scene. And where do I want to save this? Probably objects. And this will be, yeah, burger bun. Oh, so it is in the top and the bottom. We have 2 different ones. Okay, so I think for this I just want the burger bun, and I'm going to save them both together. So yeah, let's do that. Hold on, let me do this then. I'm going to drag this one underneath it and then save this as a scene as the whole burger. I think that'll be our better option. So I'm going to call this burger bun. And yeah, we'll say TSCN. We'll save that right there. And now that we have it, we can go to, yeah, we'll actually go to that scene. And let me go back to our scene A, and I'm actually going to delete it from here. Because now when we go back to it, we're going to redo the transform, and that's going to have to, we'll have to move it again in our scene. It'll just be easier this way. So we redo the transform right there, and now we're good to go. I'm just going to lift it up to be above that axis. So I'm going to save it. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. So I'm going to save it right there. Yeah, and we need a collision shape here. We can actually just add a area 3D, and then we'll make a probably just a box shape. What am I saying? Collision shape 3D. There we go. My mouse was hiding it. We'll make a box, some sacred geometry. We'll pull this out. We'll bring it down and put it right there. And then we need to do that as well. So we just need to make sure we keep other stuff kind of away from this burger box. That way we don't have issues of it colliding and touching stuff. So that looks pretty good to me. Let's name this burger bun. And yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that and just name this to burger bun as well. Okay, so I did move the stream overlays now. Okay, thank you. Someone... Oh, sorry, I thought that was my brother texting me. My bad. Okay. Just a bunch of fucking notifications. Alright, so when we hover over this and we click E to interact, we're going to go to our player script. Yeah, basically our raycast is going to hit that collision we just made. When we press E, it is then going to check whatever object it is. And that gets sent to this function here, add item, and we have the incoming object. So based on the name of the incoming object, we then execute our logic. These are the slots. So what I'm going to do is just close these all up because we don't really need them right now. And so if I only have griddle slot A here, why do all the slots work? That's interesting. Okay, but whatever. We'll leave that as it is right now, and we'll continue on. So we need to say burger bun. So burger bun, right? Is that what we called it? Hold on, let me close some of these. Yes, this is riveting content. All right, burger bun right there. We got the player, we got the scene. Burger bun. Pretty hard to mess that one up, but I'm sure I can manage it somehow. So we have that, and what do we want to do here? I guess this is not going to be the current player item. This is going to be the current bun item, because that's going to be different from what the player is holding in his, like, I guess his main slot, if you want to think of it that way. So we're going to say current bun item. And in my head, this differentiates it. We'll save it as null before anything, and then we'll grab it here, and we'll bring it on down, put it there, and we'll say current bun item equals, what are we going to set it to? Burger bun. Or should we just say, yeah, burger bun, whatever. Actually, we'll say incoming item.name, incoming object dot name. That way it's more professional. Okay. Now what? So we're updating our current bun item. We then want to add the actual Goblin, can you stop? Okay, we got to add these in our 3D or whatever. We want to add the buns on these sides, so we have to make those in Blender. So let me open up Blender real quick. All right, it's taking a second. Not responding, that's always a good sign. There we go. So let's go to, I think it's mock-up scene. And we have just our hammer selected right now. What I want is just our burger bun. So I'm going to grab both of these. And I guess then we'll focus on those exclusively. And actually, instead of doing that, we're just going to bring them way up here. We already did this trick with our Goblin. You cannot be up there. Alright, so if you weren't here like 2 days ago, my cat shut off my computer last time when he did that, so I had to get him out of here. So we're going to take our bun and we're going to bring it up here because we have a orthographic camera, and then we can take pictures of it like we're cool. So we have our orthographic camera right here. Where is our bun? I should be looking right at it, but I'm not because it's on the wrong side. So let's bring it on back to the right side, and we can now take a gander at it. Let's grab the top half and maybe rotate it because it's going to be, I guess, like this. So let's give it a maybe rotation on the Z so we can see how light and fluffy and delicious it is as we grill it. We'll rotate it maybe like that. Yeah, and that looks good to me. So let's render this image and see what that looks like. Wowie, isn't that perfect? So we're going to save the image as, and let's see. So this is the correct one, I believe. No, it's not. Horror cooking. This is the Godot project. Awesome. So let's go to, yeah, textures, and okay, actually let's go to objects, textures, and then we'll grab a hamburger bun. Hamburger bun top. Yes. Awesome. Save as image, and then we got to get the other side. So we'll grab this right here, and I'm going to do the opposite. That way we have, you know, some interplay. This is an art piece that really reflects on society and the times we live in. So right there, maybe a little bit more to tell a sad tale, and then we will render that image. And wowie, isn't that pretty awesome? So then we can say burger bun bottom. We'll save that. We can then go back to Godot, and we have those there, so we're going to load them in whenever we click on it. Whenever we have that bun coming in as our incoming item, we have to put those buns in there. So what are we going to do? We'll say @onReady var, and I guess we'll just save both those textures. So we'll say top, we don't need a capital, top bun texture, and then that will be a load, and we'll just load that texture, and I'm going to save this line right here, Control C, and put it there, and we'll say bottom bun texture, and then what we'll do is load it, and we'll just throw those things in there. So right there and right there. Nice. So that's looking very good. Then we have to, of course, add those in. Let's also get a reference to, I guess, the top and bottom half texture rectangles down there. So onReady var, and I guess this will be top rect. Actually, we'll call it right rect. Right texture rect, and we don't need the capitalization. Capitalization, right texture rect, and then we'll get that with should be that right there. I'm going to expand this out, and I'm just going to copy that one more time, and we'll call it the left texture rect, and we'll get the bottom half. There we go. So now we just need to come down here and put those in. So what are we going to say? Right texture rect dot texture, and we will say we're going to set that equal to top bun texture. I'm glad that showed up because I completely forgot what it was. And then we'll do that. We'll do the left texture. Yes, left texture rect, and this will be the bottom bun texture. So there we go. We have the 1 and the 2. And now, let's see, that should work. What else do we want to do? We basically are going to flip a switch in our script that allows us to continue. Or, I guess you could turn the order in without the bun, and if it's asking for a bun, then it would, just lose the game. But, yeah, I mean, there's really no reason. For right now, we're just adding the textures, and then, because all the other ingredients is still going to fill out, they basically would fill out the screen regardless of each other. So, yeah, I don't think I need to put too much in there, but let's give it a run-a-rooney and see what happens. Yeah, so we grab that, and we go right here. We'll grab this, throw it there. We will grab the hot dogs, and we'll put it right there, and then we can turn on the sink, let that run. Oh, that's right, we were grabbing the fucking burger, but I got it out of the scene. So, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I just realized my cat actually took out the my camera. That's why my camera's not on. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. I guess it doesn't really matter. Where are properties? Are you serious right now? OBS sometimes is a real piece of shit. Oh, there you go. Can you see me? Oh, wonderful. You decided to work. Okay, there we go. Guess who showed up to work today? OBS. Thank you. So now we can throw our burger in here. Burgerbun.tscn. And we'll just leave it floating here ominously in the sky. Well, technically in this hell that we've made. Limbo King. So let's grab that burger and... okay. Nice, dude. I'm an idiot sandwich. If anyone's ever seen that Gordon Ramsay clip, that rocks. Yeah, let's go back to the player, and I think it's because they're showing up way too big. We forgot to say we want to ignore size, and then we want to set a size for them, basically. Ignore size, and where do we want them to be? Probably about right here. We're just guesstimating, and maybe like right there. Good as gold. So now we can hit that back up. We got the E to interact, and yeah, that's about what I was looking for down there. So now we need to kind of do the same thing for over here. And I think we only have interaction with this thing, yeah, that I'm bumping into. This is just a shader that I made. I guess we'll just kind of hide that. The Friolator I still don't really have much of a plan for. But yeah, I guess I'll probably have some type of like mechanic over here to cut up potatoes and toss them in here, and then make the time longer on this or something. You know, I'm not sure yet. Or maybe we'll have like a mechanic where it's either griddle or fryer, and you can either, you know, throw it on either one or something. So yeah, we have the buns, and we need to basically make all these able to be picked up. I'm just trying to think. And then we also need to make a bell that you can hit here with your hammer to confirm the order's done. So, what do I want to do first? I guess, yeah, I guess we'll get this stuff coded, then we'll make the bell. Am I going to release this game on Steam? My plan is to actually release it on my like itch, and I normally release like the full Godot project so people can like download it and mess around. I'm gonna make like a big tutorial video at the end and release it on my YouTube channel. That's kind of what I do for my channel. But yeah, it'll all be free. I'm not gonna like charge for it or anything. It's to like let people learn. But yeah, so we'll take the bun and move it over to the top here, to this little tray, and then we got to start making individual things out of this. So this tomato, you got to become your own thing. Oh, it's an onion. That's why. Onion. So we'll do that. Oh, cool. Yeah, you saw my FPS tutorial. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, so we'll hold on, let me get something going. Sorry, Artlist doesn't like to cooperate a lot of the times. Alright, so we have this onion right here. We're then going to, oh, not that. We're going to make this a scene. So we'll say save branch as scene. This is going to be in objects. It'll be the onion scene. We'll do the same for all of these. Save branch as scene, the cheese, the tomato, and the lettuce leaf. We'll grab that, and then we'll actually delete all these. We're going to do the same thing with the hot dog bun as well. Save branch as scene, and we'll say hot dog bun. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm thinking, oh, cool, yeah. I guess a lot of people saw the tutorial. But yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, I guess what I'm thinking now is like I have my burgers kind of down there at the bottom. I'm thinking like I have the bun here, and then like the lettuce and the onion and the tomato and the cheese should have like a designated slot. So like you should be able to see it at a distance what's in there. I think that would be the way to go. So let's start doing that. Let's just make that on our player. We have our control here, and yeah, we need to add some stuff. Let's add some more texture rects. So texture rect right there, and I'm gonna call it, I guess we need a lettuce, an onion. I'm just going to add each individual one, and I don't want to add it as a child. Yeah, texture rect, lettuce, onion. We'll add another one. That'll be our tomato, and yeah, then we can add, what do we need? Onion, lettuce, tomato, cheese. The government cheese. The American government cheese. The cheese. Alright, there we go. Right there. So, we actually need pictures of all those as well, because we don't have them. So we're back in Blender, and we'll get out of the camera view. We'll then go down here and grab the lettuce, tomato, cheese, and onion, and then the hot dog bun as well, and we'll bring them up into the sky to live with us. Where in the hell is the rest of my shit? There it is. And where's my selected stuff? There it is. So we'll bring it right here. We go back to our camera. We get the hell out of the camera because it keeps disorienting me. And let's actually just go on the x-axis right here. I'm going to hide Flesh Mountain, and then we can see all of our stuff, and we'll bring it right there. There we go. I'm going to spin it on the X, and then probably spin it on the Z 100 and probably 90. R and the Z 90 degrees, turn it to me. So then we're just going to do that. Let's go to our camera now. Okay, so I need to probably move them in the other dimension. So we'll do that so we can actually see them. And then we'll move this and we'll take pictures of each one. So I might want to give them a little bit of 3 dimensions by spinning them just like this. And we'll render that, render image. Save as, and this will be our onion. Alright, so then we'll go and grab the cheese and we'll render that. We'll put it a little more in the middle. I think spin it on the Y just a little bit. Maybe that's too much. Right about there. I think this one I'm actually going to cant this way and should be going that way as well. Sorry, I did. There we go. That's the way I want it. It's very important that it's tilted the correct way. And then we save that as the cheese. Big cheese, man. And then we're going to get rid of this and grab our tomato and render that image and save it. Save as. Damn, that looks really gross. Alright, hold on. I gotta spin it just a little bit because we have a vibe going here. Just like this. And let's try rendering that image. There we go. Much better. And we'll say tomato. Tomato. There we go. And do we need anything else? Yes, the hot dog bun. So, where is our friend Mr. Hot Dog Bun? Oh, and the lettuce. So we'll grab that right there and spin it just a little bit. Yeah, that's actually fine. Let's go render image. Oh, it's got those crankles in it. How can we get rid of that? Can I go object, shade smooth, and then if I render it again, that looks much better. Save as, and then we'll call it the lettuce leaf. There we go. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Let-tuss, whatever. I can't spell for shit. So now we need the hot dog bun right here. And you might say this doesn't really look like a hot dog bun, but you know, I would say to you, why don't you try modeling one? It's pretty difficult, much more difficult than anything else in this scene. So now we have this this churro right here, but the hot dog is going in there. So you know, make of that what you will. Is there any way that we can tilt this to make it look not so bad? I think that's not bad. Yeah, that's good. Let's render that image. And perfect. 10 out of 10. That'll be our hot dog bun. Wonderful. So now we can go back into here and start getting this stuff coded. So let's we should actually get rid of this texture because we don't really have that when we load into the game. Nice. So that's our held item. That's basically the item that's going to be changing. These I intend to leave down there. Let's actually grab something to put in each one of these for now. It's just going to be easier for me to space them out that way. So I'm going to grab the... I'm just actually going to grab what they are and throw them in there, and then we'll have to shrink them all down. So we'll say... what is it? Not scale. Yeah, it is scale. It's just not keep size. It's ignore size. My bad. So then we can grab the lettuce, and we'll pin it down here. And move it to where I want to move it. So we'll just put it here for now because we're going to have to change all that around. See, this is going to be the issue. It's going to be easier to see everything once we have some pictures there. Oh, hey, how's it going? And am I self-taught on Godot and Blender? Yes, I am. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I bought like courses on like Udemy and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't like... I went to college, but all the college I went to was like a total ripoff, and it sucked, and it didn't have, Didn't have anything to do. They just like taught you like bullshit. I have an associate's degree, like a whatever. Same thing as Bill Nye. So we can grab this tomato right here, move that there. Yeah, so is that how we're gonna position it? Probably. Let's get the cheese. Yeah. We need... Where the hell is it? Oh, it's all the way up the top. Nice. So we can ignore the size. And then we'll say down here at the bottom. And we're going to scale that right on up. That actually does look, I don't know, very cartoony. That looked kind of appetizing, the way that cheese is displayed. You know. Okay, we got the lettuce, we got the tomato, we got the cheese, we got the bottom half and the top half of the bun. The onion. Where can we find the onion? Right here, onion.png, and then we'll say ignore size, and we'll bring this down. Yeah, I thought about this after the fact. Hold on, I don't know what I did there. What are you showing up red lines over there for? Don't do that, dude. It's freaking me out. Ignore size, and we'll bring it down. Okay, so there we go. This is about how it's going to look, and then let's get the buns in there just for shits and giggles. So, what is this, bottom half? Yeah. We'll throw that there, and we'll say ignore size. Great. So you already know the drill, and then we'll get the... Where's the top half? There we go. And then we'll throw that right there. And what else do we need? I guess we'll say held item. We just need to throw something in here. So let's throw the cooked chicken patty. And actually, I think that's the cooked burger. But yeah. So this is the correct way to orient a burger. The cheese would go there. I believe the tomato would go there. I think the onion should go underneath the cheese like this. Yeah. This would be how I would do it. So I think that's the way I'm going to make the player do it. That's perfect. So that's basically what I want the player to see. And we'll just have these combinations to start, and then maybe we'll have to double up. My itch is probably, I think it's just average Godot enjoyer. I think all my channels are just that. There's probably a link to it somewhere. Yeah, the cheese should... Well, I guess the cheese usually melts on top of the burger, so I guess the cheese should go here. Depends on how I'm doing it. If I cook it on the grill, yeah, I'm going to put the condiments, I'm going to put these two on, then I'm going to melt the cheese on top by putting a lid on it. But that's how it's going for now. So what are we going to do? Programming-wise, we still have to... we got the burger bun. We now have to make the other scenes for the ones that we deleted in scene A. So if I go to our objects folder here that I'm already in, I want to close our textures. I need to go to like cheese. We have to return them to where they should be. And then I have to put a mesh on them and yeah, like an area. I think an area is what I'm using for everything else. Alright. Area, and then we got add a collision shape. Yeah, I guess that is correct. I will move the cheese because I have been corrected by the chat. I guess I don't know fine dining, but now we have our our cheese shape right here. We're gonna move that out to fit. I'll go back to our player. We'll go to control, and we will then move the cheese here and the lettuce there. And I guess the people on YouTube probably have no idea who I'm talking to, but I have a Twitch chat going as well, so people are on there. And, oh, thanks, yeah. And then the people on Twitch probably don't see the YouTube comments, but yeah, someone said they liked the tutorials. Thank you. But yeah, awesome. I thought about bringing the comments in here to like the video, but it's like there's no point because the point is to see the coding stuff. So, okay, we have all that sorted out now. And what do we need to do? We need to continue making these. So we have the collision shape here. We need to rename this as cheese, but I'm going to do a lowercase. And I'm also going to name this... actually, you know what? We'll do uppercase because I think we did uppercase with other ones. So, cheese, we're good to go. Cooked burger, we need to do the same thing. We'll go ahead and add that, and then we'll just click up here and we'll say area, and we'll then drag that here so it stops complaining, and we can add the cylinder shape. We'll bring it down. Yeah, so my Twitch is just average Godot enjoyer. I think there's actually a link to it on my YouTube as well. I kind of just started streaming there. I never really checked out the website before, so I didn't really know much about it, but yeah. Okay, burger. Yeah, burger. There we go, cooked burger. And we don't have any normals on this, do we? I think we should add some, because we already have... the hell can I... Why can't I... Oh, it's right here. There we go. Where's our normal? Normal map enabled, and let's choose a texture. We can choose the same one as our burger, so... Don't we have... Yeah. The meat normal. And there we go. Oh, that's nice. That might not be the right one, though. I don't think it is. No, it's not. Whatever. Good enough for now. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it in Pro Tools. So, we can keep going. The frozen chicken, we need the onion. We haven't done that one. The hot dog bun, we need to do that one. So, onion. We'll grab him. We need to return him to 0. So we'll do that. And then we'll go here and say, what is it, area 3D. Then we'll add our collision shape 3D. We'll make this, I guess, a box, because everything that was in that tray was more of a box. So that'll probably flow better with our geometry. So we'll just make it like that. I did not mean to do that. Why are you being weird? Is this thing scaled? Yeah, I don't want to scale it. Oh, great. Nice. So, that's not great. What if I delete that and then I go here? My collision shape shouldn't be scaling with the mesh. That doesn't make any sense. It should be scaling with its parent, which is the area 3D. Yeah. I guess because I made it a child of the onion first. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Hey, how's it going? I guess I just saw you on YouTube, and now you're on Twitch. How's it going? Okay, let's continue the music. Thanks, Artlist, for stopping it. The onion, there we go. We got the area. We got to name this onion. Lettuce leaf, there we go. We're going to then bring the transform back to 0. We got to make a collision shape. We'll add a box, new box shape. We will then kind of bring it in to be more lettuce shaped like that, and bring this in right there. And I think that'll do it. We'll name it lettuce leaf. And then we can make a collision shape 3D right there. And that should... Oh, what is going on? Oh, I already made the collision shape 3D. Damn, dude, I did it again. Alright, area 3D, and then the collision shape on the area. And that is the correct way to do it. Alrighty, so we'll grab that and we'll just slam it in there without a care. So there we go, and I'll save that, and now we can name this to lettuce leaf, and there we go. We'll save that right there, and we'll continue on. So we have the onion, we have the lettuce leaf, the hot dog bun. We need to remove his transform from him, and then add a area this time, and then we'll add a collision shape to the area so we don't invert the entire equation and destroy everything. And yeah, we'll make him a box shape as well, but instead of the sacred box, we'll use the unholy rectangle. So yeah, we'll do that, and we will then bring this down. I guess it would technically be a prism. We have imprisoned the hot dog, so we'll then name it hot dog bun. Okay, so that's going good. The tomato, I think, is our last one. For now, I'm sure there'll be more that I forgot, but let's go ahead and add the area. The parallax layer, no. Let's go ahead and add the area. And the collision shape 3D. And then we'll do the box shape. We need to bring this transform back to 0. And then we can make our box. Sorry, I keep having to cough. Okay. Oh man, I forgot I can drink a ton of coffee tonight because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. That means I've completely forgot about that. And I'm like, damn, I can get loaded on caffeine. That'll be nice. So let's name this tomato. There we go. That's probably spelled wrong. I think tomato's got an E in it somewhere, but we're not going to worry too hard. What do we need now? That should be good. We need to go to the cooked hot dog. Right here. And we need to add a area. 3D. And let's add a collision shape. Collision shape 3D. Right there, and then bam, we make the box, and we will expand it on out. We'll put this here, and I think we'll probably, you know what, I'll make it a little bit bigger, because people are, you know, it's going to be a frantic game, so it's like we might as well err on the side of caution, and give the player something to hit. Cooked, hot, dog. Throw that there. Everything should be good to go. Scene A, hot dog bun. We got to get rid of that because it's now its own scene. Okay, that's all going very well, all according to plan. Let's instantiate them in this scene. Node 3D. Let's actually use the link. We need the onion. We demand the tomato. We are hollering for the hot dog bun. And we also want the cheese. And then we don't want these all to be children of each other. We want them to be children of the scene. And it looks like they're all... where are they? I guess they're all right there for whatever reason. And the cheese can be moved over here. The hot dog bun belongs over here. And onion, tomato, cheese. Wasn't there one more thing? The lettuce leaf. So let's just drag that in. Did that work? Where did it go? Oh, right here. It's way under the map. Oh no, it's just hidden in our architecture. Yeah, it's all good. So, we have that. And bam. Yeah. And perfect. Let's see how that works in the scene. It won't, because we really don't have any logic. All we can do is look at these and click on them, but it won't do anything just yet. And I'm actually going to tilt them just like this. And on this one, we're going to grab this onion right here. We need to adjust this mesh. What I'm going to do is grab the shading and... I guess I have to edit it in its scene. We'll go to the onion. We need to click on that shading. We'll go to the... here. And click unshaded. That way we can have a nice onion texture there. And if I go back to our scene, it actually displays. So there we go. And let me tilt this up a little bit. And we'll tilt this one up as well. And maybe we'll put like a little bit of floating on each one towards the end. I'm not sure. It might look like crap. So, and then we'll bring it down. And we'll do this one. It looks like it's been scaled or something. Yeah, hold on here. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. But we'll do that, and then we'll flip it all the way around. Nice. So let's see. That kind of looks pretty good. Let's see how it looks in the game. So we'll have all those instantiated down there, just because we never cleaned them up. We have these right here, and we can click on them, but they don't do anything. They just we're just able to hit them. So nice. And then we have this, so we can swing and hit stuff. So I guess the plan now is to oh, let's check if we can... Well, we can pick those up now, but they don't do anything. So we also need to fix the frozen chicken patty, or the cooked chicken patty. This one right here, we didn't do that one. I forgot about that. So we'll add the area 3D, and we'll add the collision shape 3D. There we go, and we fill that out right there with a new cylinder mesh, and we shrink it right on down. And yeah, I guess that'll do it. And yeah, we can grab that and say, what do we need to call this? Cook patty. There we go. And nice. So now we can go to our player class and start our player script, not class, and we can fill out what to do on these. So if it's the burger bun, we load it into here and we update the current bun item. We're basically going to do the same thing for all of our like condiments and cheese and stuff like that. So we can pretty much just copy and paste this, and I'll just update it as we go. And we'll do that one. And that one, and then we'll say onion, tomato, and stuff. So onion and tomato. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I don't know how you got that, Godot, but tomato, and then we're gonna say hot dog bun. And actually, we should probably move that one up to here, because it makes more sense. And okay, so we have the tomato, we got the onion, we need the lettuce leaf, and there we go. We bring that up, we'll slam another one down on in here, and that will be what are we gonna say? Lettuce leaf. What is it? Tomato. We need cheese. Cheese. Okay. And so then instead of this, we're going to say cheese texture. Cheese texture. And we're going to have to add all these in, of course. And I'm just going to Control C here and throw this in. And we'll say like lettuce texture, burger texture. Well, we already have the word texture in there, so lettuce. Lettuce, and what do we need here? Tomato and onion. There we go. Cool, and we can get rid of this one because we're only updating one image here instead of both images. And we also need to change the image that we are updating, so let's get on ready vars to those. So yeah, at onReady var. Yeah, onReady var, and that'll say, what are we going to call it? Lettuce image. Or call it lettuce, yeah, image, or texture is what we called it, right? Well, that was going to be what we called the picture, so we'll call this image. I guess we should call it texture rect. Texture rect. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and hit that the dollar sign, and we'll say what it's supposed to stand for. So, isn't it the what do we get in there? The lettuce. So then I'm going to copy this a few times. Plagiarism is cool. I don't care what anyone says. Lettuce texture, and we'll say onion texture. Onion, yeah, that is how you spell it. Wowie. And we'll say tomato. Tomato, and then we'll say, what was the other one? Cheese. And I guess we're going to need the hot dog. And then we have to change what these are as well. So we should just be able to say onion right there. And tomato right there. And then cheese right there. And hot dog. Or actually we'll do top half. No, we'll do bottom half because you're putting stuff on top of the hot dog. Although I guess it wouldn't make a lot of sense to be putting like all of the lettuce and stuff on top of the dog, but whatever. For right now, that's what's happening. Maybe I'll have to make like a separate one for ketchup and mustard or something. Okay. So we have all those, and now we just need to make the texture. So we'll say at onReady. Well, actually, we could just load the texture when it's there. Let's do it that way because we already displayed one way to do it. So this will show another way to do it. So I'm going to start closing these because we're not really using them, and that will give us a better way to do that. Oh, thanks for opening. That's exactly what I wanted. Onion texture. We want to say onion texture rect, and then we'll say load. We'll just put the load right here, and that shouldn't slow us down at all. And then if I type onion, shouldn't we get a there we go, object textures onion.png. So there we go, and I'm actually going to copy and paste this because it's a lot less typing. So we'll throw them in, and then I'll just come back and correct them. And I guess this should be cheese. No, this should be tomato. Tomato. And this should be lettuce. Lettuce leaf. And this should be cheese. Cheese, and then we just need to change the texture rect as well. There we go. And the lettuce. Wrong thing right there. There we go. And then we need to get the tomato. Tomato texture rect. And alright, we already have the onion. And then hot dog bun, we're setting the yeah, the bottom bun texture, and we're going to set it equal to the hot dog bun. So we'll say load right here. Loadificate, and then we get the hot dog bun, and we need a PNG right there. So that should work. Let's go and clear out all the texture wrecks on our thing real quick. So we'll go to 2D, and I just got to get rid of all these so we don't have them showing up. So where are they at? Player. Yes. Right here. So we'll clear it. We'll go to tomato and clear it. We'll go to lettuce and clear it. Onion, clear it. What do you think we're going to do with this one? We're going to clear it, and then we'll go to this one right here, and we'll clear it. So there we go. Yeah, looking good. We'll make sure we can pick everything up. Okay, so I have to defrost some meat to check it. So let's grab the rat dogs. We'll throw them in here. We'll grab the the burgers, throw them in there. And the chicken nuggers and throw them down there. We'll turn the sink on to defrost it. We'll try and pick up some of this so we can get cheese, we can get tomato, onion works, and so does lettuce. We have our buns. And then if I pick this up, it changes that one right there, but at the top we need to fix that. And then I can go back here and pick that back up again. Okay, so now if I click on this, we have our frozen patty, and we can still throw the frozen one onto here and let it cook. And we can get the hot dog and throw it here and let it cook. We can get this and throw it here and let that cook. And then let's see if we can pick these up. So we can pick up the hot dog. No, can we pick up the... Oh, that's right, we didn't code these in yet. We only coded the these items down here. So we just have to code those in real quick. And then this is a TV. I guess it's kind of hard to see, but that would like display the order on it, I guess. Or maybe have some other way of doing it. And then we still need to make the bell, which you're going to swing the hammer at and hit. And then I want to have like some type of enemy that kind of goes around that you can smack with a hammer or something. Still haven't thought that far into it yet. But yeah, I kind of like how all this works so far, except for I gotta figure out what this is going to be used for. And yeah, and then I gotta make some demons that I want to have like little cut scenes, I guess, between each one where the guy's gonna like you know, walk out and it'll be like a little funny thing, and then it's still they make the order, and then you gotta make it. That's normally how I do my games, like just do levels. So yeah, that looks good. What did I say I was gonna do now? That's right, we got to fix that hot dog bun. We have to empty out the other image when we load the hot dog bun. So we're going to go here and say right texture rect, and we'll set it equal to, I guess we can do none or null, can't we? Equals null. And maybe let's try none. Does none work in Godot? I guess not. We'll set null. Okay, so that's going good. All that's going real good. Yeah, that's right. We needed to code for the cooked stuff. So I'm going to grab this right here. And then we'll say cooked burger. Just like that, and we need to, I'm going to give them a little bit of separation, and we need to load the cooked burger. If it's going to load. I thought you were going to give me some suggestions here, Godot, but I guess not. Cooked burger, and there should be, there we go. I guess there was nothing close enough to what I was offering it. Single burger patty cooked. There we go. Wow, I named it the worst way possible. Okay, so we need to set that as our, what is it? What did we call this? The current player item. So the held item, basically, we need to update that. So I'm going to grab this right here, and we'll bring that down and set it right here, and I can get rid of all this. Bam, right there. And we need to just bring it back to right there. And so when we pick up the cooked burger, we're going to put that in there, and then we need to change the current player item as well. The current player item is going to equal the object.name. So we'll also do that, and then we do need to interact with the parent to tell it to disappear, because we're these don't have like an infinite amount of them behind it. So we'll do this: incoming object get parent.interact, and then the current player item equals the incoming object.name. And we can get rid of this as well. We also need to get rid of this current bun item. I guess we could, we might end up like just flipping some booleans, like has onion, has cheese and stuff like that, and then we'll keep track, because it's only 4 of these. And yeah, since this is only demonstration, it doesn't make sense to make like hundreds of combinations like in a real game or whatever. So okay, cooked burger. Yeah, that looks good. I don't think we need to do much else to it. What else do we need to do? Nothing. So we need to go to our cooked burger, and we need to put a script on here. And all we need to do in this script is make an interact function. Func interact, and then we'll just say queue free, basically, because we're gonna tell this thing to basically get rid of itself, because we're picking it up, so we're going to be hiding it, but we don't need to hide it, we just need to queue free it. So that'll be the way we deal with that. We also need to do that for our other cooked items. So I'm going to just save this right here, and I'll go to my cooked patty. We'll add a script, and we might have to change some of this logic eventually, so I'm just going to make separate scripts for each one. Actually, we probably definitely will have to change this logic at some point. I'm just not sure when. So we'll make a script for that one as well. And of course, we'll just copy and paste that function. And then let's see how that works out for us. Yeah. So we're loaded in. We grab a rat dog. We defrost it. A burger. Another chicken nugget, and we hit it up on the defroster. We can still pick up all of our condiments, I guess is what I'm calling them. We can pick up our burger bun, and then if I pick up the hot dog, it disappears, and then I can pick this back up. Nice, so I can switch between those. We can then pick up our frozen stuff still and put it on the grill and cook it, and let's see if we can then pick it up. So we have our chicken patty ready. If we hit it, it does nothing. So we must have gotten that name wrong, and that's why it doesn't have interaction. Let's try the burger. So we wait for it to cook, and we get our steam, and then we can grab it. And yes, that one does work. So we just need to fix that. We can get our uncooked hot dog, throw it on here. We wait the 5 seconds, and our slot also doesn't appear back, but we can fix that. So we then grab the hot dog. Can we? I don't think so. I guess we didn't name that one right either. But, oh, we did lose our hot dog, didn't we? Oh, that's right, because we picked up this this thing from there. What happens if I hit it with nothing in there? Nothing. Okay, cool. And then, of course, we can, throw more stuff in here and repeat the process. What happens if I try and throw this in here? It won't work. Or this, or that. Good. So we'll hit that again, make sure everything still works. I still have to fix that bug where it starts at 0 instead of starting at 5. That's a little annoying. But I still, I guess that one's done for. We can't reuse it. So I have to fix that. But yeah, we can cook on that one over there. The hammer still works, so nice. Okay. I need to... yeah, I guess I will... what was I saying I need to do? I completely fucking forgot. Scene A. That's right, I need to fix the ones that didn't come through. The hot dog. Awesome. So, oh, that's right, because we only added this one. We'd never even added the others. So let me grab this, and I'll just Control V and Control V here, and then we'll kick this out, and we'll say hot dog, cooked hot dog. Yes, right? Let me close some of these, and then I can actually see that scene. There we go, cooked hot dog and cooked patty. Scripts, please. Where are we at here? Player, there we go, cooked hot dog. And it's not the name of, it's the name of this right here, this area. So we have that going on for us. Cooked hot dog, nice. That one looks good. And then we need to get the, what was it, cooked patty, I believe. We'll go over and cooked patty right here. That's perfect. So nice. Go back to scene player, and we go here. Okay, and that's going good. We have our cooked patty, our cooked hot dog. We do that. That's looking pretty good. Oh, we need to change what these say. So we need to change this to our other textures. We got our, let me get rid of this. Oh, let me come over here. This is the one for hot dog. I just saw it there. We'll get rid of all that, and then we'll pull that right there. And then one of them should be patty, and single chicken patty is what we're going to put in this one. Which one is right here? Bam. And let me get rid of this. And get rid of this. And then of course we need to add, of course we need to add some quotation marks up on there. Bam. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. And now we'll keep it rocking and rolling. So let's save. And yeah, let's make sure that works now. Alrighty, let's get our hamburger, and we need to grab the chicken and the dogs, and then we'll defrost them all, and we'll pick up all of our condiments just for good measure, and then we'll start grabbing these. So we got our hot dog, we cook it. Oh, I need to fix the slots over there as well. But maybe that will be done tomorrow. That seems like a pain in the ass. Can we pick up the hot dog? We can. We're so cool. Can we pick up the chicken nugget? We can. And we can pick up the burger. So we are the coolest kids in school right now. We can pick up all that stuff. And yeah, now we need to make the bell that I can hit with my hammer. So let's go into Blender real quick and just start slamming away on that. So, alright, add, we'll go to, I think I'm going to do a cylinder, and then I'm going to bring it in so I can see it. And then we'll go to edit mode, I'm going to shrink this in, and I'm just going to try and make this kind of out of my head, which maybe won't go so well, I don't know. We're going to shrink this down, move it in, grab that. That's kind of bell-shaped. We'll do this. Double G. I'm actually going to go here and turn that on so you can see my mouse clicks. And then we'll grab this and delete that face right there. And I think I can go to the modifiers and say, where is solidify? And then we can make it a little bit thicker like that. That looks pretty good. I might grab this edge and maybe I'll press E and then Z, bring it out, and then flare it out just a little bit. Actually, I might bring it in a little bit like that. It looks kind of cool. And yeah, I think that'll do me for the shape of it. Maybe I might bring that up a little bit, and then I'll kind of make like a, if I press E, I can scale it like this, and then I'll just come up like that, and I'm going to do a curve type thing. Let's try that. Add curve, a Bezier curve. We'll then go to, I'm going to actually bring it up and spin it on the R90. We'll go to R on the Z90, so it's straight on like that. I'm going to go to edit mode, and I'm going to use this to make like a handle holding the thing. So we'll spin this right here. We'll have that come in at an angle kind of, and then we can grab this one and spin it however we want. And we can press E to keep on adding stuff. And yeah, I guess which way do we want this? And then we can always, if you want to scale this, you can press S, so that kind of scales it in. I think I want it like right here, and maybe scale it up. And I'm going to go between these and subdivide it and put this one like right here. And this will be like a kind of like a metal thing with a flourish. So we can actually grab this side and scale them differently, and then we can rotate this if we want. Bring this back out. Yeah, I guess it should kind of come back. Let me try and get a reference for what I'm looking for. Let me look up lamp post. Lamp post fancy. Let's see what happens. Images. And okay. Holy shit, look at this. This is insane, man. This thing is $647. That's ludicrous. I could make one of these if I had some. I used to make metal stuff. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going for up top there, is I'm going to do a curve coming out like that and then into some type of block of wood. But $647 for a Cotswold Lane 4 light 37 inches tall. Okay, I didn't read that. That's a pretty big light. That makes sense. It's still pretty expensive. Okay, let's free shipping though. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. We'll put this here. We'll tell Artlist to continue playing the music that I pay for every month. And then we'll get that right there. We'll get these vertices, and then I'm just going to probably make this. Maybe make this a little taller. Yeah, I would expect a lot for that light. Better not go out in a storm or whatever. Yo, my dad installed a light on my house the other day, and it didn't work, but I didn't tell him that because he left before it got dark, and he was like, "Did you turn it on? Did it work?" And I was like, "Yeah, it sure did, buddy. Works great." So yeah, that was pretty funny. He's a plumber, he's not an electrician. So, okay, so we got that. And, yeah, that looks awful, but I'm really tired of messing with it, so we're gonna continue on. So all I'm gonna do here is get a little extrude going, like this, and then I'll do the same thing down here with some depth, so it makes kind of like a shape like this, and we'll bring that extrude in a little bit, probably about there. I'm going to shade that smooth. We'll also shade this smooth, and I guess I'm just going to grab some type of metal texture. The other way I can do it is do this. One way I've learned that you can make like kind of a cool goldeny texture is if you go here and you just add a color in here, and then you select a normal. So if I go to shading and I go add texture, image texture, and we'll open it up, and we need to go to horror cooking. I believe it should be scenes. Oh, that's right, I'm not even in the right thing. Let me go back. I can go to horror cooking game. If I go to textures, I think I have a some type of metal texture somewhere. Yeah, right. Yellow mustard yellow rusted metal, and if I go to the normal, let's just bring that in, and then we'll go add texture, image. Oh, let's get rid of that. We'll delete it. Normal map, and we'll plug this in. And then let me scale into my bell and go to material preview. What if I go to rendered mode? I thought that would give it more. Oh, let me do this. If I go to layout, it's probably all messed up. Let me go to layout. I'll go to edit mode, A, and then I'll go. I need to go to Control A and scale everything, and then go back to edit mode, UV, smart UV project, and hit that up. And then it should be scaled with the metal texture. And yeah, a lot of the times what I'll do is just leave it like a color, and then I'll add the shading, not the shading, but the, what do you call it? The fucking normals to it, and then it should be good to go. Oh man, I did this thing again where I zoomed out too far, and now I'm all messed up. Now my center's messed up. Okay, we're back to normal. So that actually looks like crap. Let me hide this, and we'll bring this up just a little bit. We need to make it bigger as well. I'm thinking about putting it, we gotta rotate it 90 on the negative. And then we'll bring it over here, scale it down probably just a little bit, and I guess we'll bring it up to where the player's actually going to be able to see it. And we can add some animations and stuff to it. Oh, if you Alt and left click, it changes where you orbit and zooms you in. That's good to know. Unless it's the add-on you got. Yeah, that's the thing. I know what you mean, though. You're like, damn, I can't remember because I've been using that add-on forever. Okay, so that's not exactly what I was going for. I guess we could just add the, what other type of things do we have? Image texture. If I open it up, don't we have like a rusty metal? That might do it. I thought we had like a, there we go, rust metal. And we'll just grab the differential right there. I mean, we need the, yeah, the diffuse. Sorry, not the differential. And then that shading is all messed up there. So we just need to go back to our shading and choose the correct one now. Rust metal, rust coarse. And we'll go back to layouts. We'll go to UV editing on this guy. Let me go back to our shape. I think what I'm going to do is actually make a different, let me apply this. Got to go to layout. I'll just edit it from here. I'm going to make this smaller. We're going to go to edit mode. And then we will get this. Actually, let me go to solid. I'm going to grab this down here and make it a seam. So Alt, and then it'll be mark seam. I'm then going to go to this backside here. Let me make sure I can see everything real quick. I want to kind of go where no one's going to be looking, to this back. And I'm going to choose one of these and make that the seam. So mark seam. And I have no idea how that's going to look, but you know, it should look okay. So now we have some seams in there, and we should have a little more luck unwrapping it. So we'll unwrap it in that direction. And that looks a little more like what I was hoping for. We could probably divide it in half, but then it wouldn't flow as well. So I'm going to move it more towards the middle where I feel like it should be, and maybe shrink it down just a little bit so it's all in there. And let's go to layout, and we'll go to material preview. So that's okay, I guess, for now. It's not my favorite, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Maybe I can... I don't know if it's the shape that's throwing me off or just the textures. So what if I just do this and then bring that up a little bit? Does that look any better to me? Yeah, I kind of like how that looks, actually. I could be, you know, insane. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit more. I think that's fine. I kind of like the way that's shaped out. And then we got to add a little bell thingy in the middle. So let me add mesh, and I'm going to add a icosphere. Let me get out of that. We'll bring that over here. And then we'll bring it up on the Z. And I'm going to shrink it down and shade it smooth. And yeah, I guess what we'll do is go over here and put it like roughly in the middle, and then I'll just add a yeah, you're gonna be hitting the bell with the hammer. I think that'll be easier than interacting with it, because that way it's like, you know, you have a different button for that. Oh man, my dad is calling me. I can't answer that right now. Shit. Alright, so let me go up. I'm going to add a rectangle, actually. Cube. We're going to shrink it down. We're going to go here. We'll shrink it down a little more. We'll bring it up. We're going to shrink it down a little more. S on the Z. Scale it on up. Yeah, he did hear me talking shit about the lamp. No, there is no way he would ever take enough interest in what I'm doing to take a look. Right now, he is probably blasted drunk. Let's scale that a little more. And S on the Z, we'll bring that down. We'll bring that here. And then we're actually going to Control J, join these, and we'll just make it the same rusty metal texture. And I think I already had this somewhere, I'm sure. Rust metal, there we go. There's no reason to make another one. And we'll do the same thing down here. Where is rust metal? Rust metal, 96.5. Okay, and then I'll come back and I'll add some animations. But for right now, I need to go make some coffee and see why he's calling me. So I'll be back in a minute and probably come back with some bad news saying I have to move a couch. But yeah, let me do that. And then I'm going to say BRB 5 minutes. RB 5 minutes. And where's my other text? Horror game in Godot 4. There we go. And then let me get to an interesting part in the game so anyone who comes in will see something cool. I guess we'll throw one of these in here. Wowee, look at how fun that is. And then I'll just stand over here in the corner so we can get maximum sight. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. For the most part. Okay, so... Alrighty. Let me get in my OBS and turn my camera back on. There we go. Get this shit off the screen. Cool. Yeah, I do kind of like the aesthetic that we're going for in this game. Um, I don't know. I kind of like the Resident Evils, the new ones they make. I feel like maybe because I'm old now, like I'm 29, almost 30, but like the fucking all of the hyper realistic shit just tires my eyes out so much. Like Resident Evil Village and the new ones, and I'm just like, dude, I can't even play this. It's like the same with Borderlands. It was like way too colorful, and I'm like, dude, I can't like even look at the screen right now. This just hurts my eyes. But yeah, okay, let's go. What were we doing? We were making that bell on the highway to hell. So there's the bell. We got this going. I gotta make a fence post. So mesh. We're gonna add a cube because we always make a cube, and then we gotta move it over here. And I guess it should just kind of. I think it should like come out of the oblivion maybe. So just like way down. That would be pretty funny, you know, because why not? So we have that there, and we're just going to put a wood texture on it. So yeah. Like right here, and then we'll move all of these, and we got to animate this thing as well. So let's move this over on the X right here. And then maybe we can just wrap the plate up here or something. Yeah, so we have this. We go Z on the wireframe. I just want to make sure this is like mainly in the middle. So now we got it about the middle there. And nice. So we can go to... don't we have like a basic wood? I thought we did. Fake wood. How does that look? Not great because that thing is really big. And so we might need to divide it up a few times. Let me do that, and I'm just gonna hit like, I don't know, 4 of them. That's a good number. Oh yeah, the scale reference guy. So we got that there. We're gonna go here, and we'll go hit A, and we should just be able to unwrap. And then actually we'll have to do the scale. Control A, scale, edit mode, and then we'll say UV unwrap, and let's see how that turns out. Not so great. Let's go to UV editing and see what you did there, pal. I'm gonna have to look back over your homework because it really looks like shit. Okay, so yeah, thank you. That was a good attempt, but I actually wanted like all of these planes that would make sense. So let me just grab this, and I'll select these like this, and I'll just mark those seams like that. Mark seam, where you at? Mark, oh shit. Mark seam. And then we can UV unwrap. UV unwrap the entire thing. And I guess that was kind of what I wanted, but not at the same time. Let me go back to the original scene. And what happens if I just scale it up lazily? How is that looking? What if I go to rendered and I get rid of my good enough for me. That's, we can always fix it later. I can always change the texture out in Godot, so I'm not super concerned. And then I'm just going to change this to rusty metal as well. And I think we have to convert it to a mesh. We should probably make it maybe a little bit thicker So let me go back to layout and I'll edit it. We'll grab it, and yeah, we can. I guess we'll grab the depth. Should be what we make thicker, right? Yeah. Right here, I think that's good. I don't know. I'm not super concerned about it. So what I'm going to do is go to object mode, and then we can go to object and convert to mesh. And then the purpose of the bell is to like basically let everyone know the order's ready. So I guess the idea would be there would be like multiple components to the order, so you could place like, you know, the burger and then the fries or whatever, and then maybe like a hidden item or something, I don't know, on this altar, and then when everything's ready you hit the bell and it's all good to go. So that way it's like just so I can have multiple items on there. But yeah, kind of like a dinner bell. But let's, we're gonna have to animate this. I totally forgot about that. No, we go here and then we go rusty. Where's the rust metal? 96.5 rust metal, and we're going to grab this and go UV, smart UV project. And that's good enough for my eye. I'm not really going to scrutinize it too much. And then what I think I might do is that's so lazily done, but right now I don't really care because I just want to keep making mechanics, and I can always just change this out so easily. So what I'm going to do is just animate this and this right here, and leave this so I can always change it out later, because I probably will when I have more time come back and edit that. But I want to take this, and I'm actually going to bring this over to the origin real quick. I want to do something, and this is the easiest way I know how to do it, so I'm going to spin it 180 degrees. I want it to swing from its tip here, that tip down there. So I basically am going to move it to the origin and then say set geometry to origin. That's like the trick that I know how to do it. So we'll do it right here because I want it to swing from there. That looks good. Let me go directly overhead, and I'll just put the I'm going to go to wireframe, and you know, the zoom on here like makes you kind of acoustic when you keep like zooming in, and you're like, oh well man, like how precise does it need to be? Oh damn, I guess I could go further. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. So we just need to set the origin to 3D cursor. And now if I rotate it, it rotates from the top up there. Before it would have rotated from like here, which is not what we want. So object, set origin to 3D cursor. And now we got it rotating the right way. I can spin it 180 and bring it back to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, so that was all I really wanted to do in that regard. We will then bring this up, and yeah, nice. So we'll have that here, and then I think we should actually edit it just a little bit and bring this tip down. So just bring it down like that, and then the cursor will still stay up there, because you'll never see that deep inside the bell, and I don't want it to poke through anywhere. So, yeah, I'm not sure about the gameplay loops just yet, but I'm still thinking. So let's keep going. Control save. Okay. Sorry, what am I doing? I lost my mind for a second. All right, I have to make a animation for this, and what I'm going to do is actually add An armature. I guess I'll make an armature and then add a bone, because that's the way I've always made animations. And I'll just put a bone on the bell and a bone on the... I'll basically put one here. This is going to be the root bone. And I'll go into edit mode. I just want to get it right over top of my bell. This will be the parent node, I guess. And I'll make 2 more. I want to go on the Y. So we want to go to edit mode, and then I'll grab this one. I think I can just add it here, right? Single bone, but it starts all the way over there for whatever reason. Let me control Z. If I just shift D, I can just add another bone that way, right? Yeah, why not? Okay, that looks better to me. Let's go to wireframe. So I guess we'll take this bone. I'm going to bring this one all the way up, or I think maybe this tip end should be pointing down like that, and this end should be all the way up here. That makes more sense. That's how we'll control that, and then we'll just make a bigger one for the bell. So Shift D, and I'll just scale this up a little more and bring it down, and this will be for the bell, so we'll have that swinging, and then we'll have the pendulum swinging as well. I guess that could be a little hard to see, and we have to move them more in line right here. But, you know, it's not a ton of bones, so it's like, who really cares? And we can even make it huge, so that way there's a big differential in between them. And then we'll just call that base. I'm going to actually name this bell armature and stuff, just because it'll be easier that way. And, yeah. So we'll call this base. I'm going to call this, which one is that? Where are you? You need to go. Select and delete bones. Yeah, I just need 3. I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay, we'll call this one, damn, what do you call that? I guess pendulum? Does anyone know what that thing inside of the bell is called? I'm calling it a pendulum. And then we'll call this bell. Okay, and what we'll do now is we'll grab this armature. Actually, we'll grab the mesh, and then we'll grab the armature, and we'll say Control P, and let's go with empty groups. And so then what I want to do is go to the mesh and go to weight paint, and we can paint some groups on there. So I have this. Yeah, we'll grab the bell, and we want to paint 100% of this, so I can just hit the, I think, Alt and drag up. Oh, I need to go to add, and we can just add 100% effect on that, and then we have no other effect because we did empty groups. I can do the same thing for the pendulum, or the swang dangler, as someone has said in the comments, or the clapper. I think I like pendulum. And then we'll grab the pendulum, and we'll grab the bone, and we'll say Control P with empty groups again. We can then go to weight paint, right here, weight paint, and we go to the groups, pendulum, right? No, sorry, I don't mean to grab the bell. I meant to grab the pendulum here. I'm going to hide this for now, so just H, we'll grab the pendulum. We'll say weight paint, and then we'll go to the pendulum, what is that called? Vertex group. Nice. I can think sometimes. We'll grab the entire thing, we'll go back to object mode, and then we'll say Alt-H again. So now we have everything. I also want to go to edit mode real quick, and then grab this bone and this one. Let's actually grab this one, and then I'm going to grab this one last and say Control P and say keep offset. I want them both parented to the base, so we should be good to go now. And now if I go to pose mode, I can rotate this one. That'll swing the bell. But I did not think about how that was going to look. Uh, yeah, I guess a bell, you know, we need some type of thing that it pivots up at the top with. I don't really have a lot of experience with bells, you know. And I guess we should also parent this to that. So I'm actually going to go to this one right here and say Alt P, actually go P, or I guess Control P, and then say, oh man, how do I clear groups? I mean, clear parent. Oh, I have to be in edit mode, right? Yeah. Let me grab that, go to edit mode. I'll grab that and say parent and clear the parent, and then I want to parent the pendulum to the bell. So then I'll go here and say parent. Let me make sure I'm grabbing this one and parenting it to that one. Make. And then we'll say yes, keep offset. And let's see how that works. Let's go back to pose mode. So now if I move this top one, cool, the bottom one moves with it. So that's what I want. And I guess we'll need, this is too high. So we need to change that. If I go to edit mode and I just bring this down, it'll change where it swings from, right? Yeah. I think I want this intersection to be like right here. And then if I try it, I go to object mode, I go back here, I go to pose mode, and I swing it. Yeah, that's more like what I want. So, okay. Let's go to material preview, R on the X. So, I think I'm going to have to move this fence post out a little more because I want to have a little bit of swing with this. So this is going to have to come probably like out to here. Yeah, and then we'll have this, and oh great, yeah, I already exported the Bezier curve, but we can do it the hacky way, and we can do this. We'll export it. Let me go to a side profile. I gotta hide Flesh Mountain, and we can grab that edit mode, and we just need to go a few more inches. And we're good to go. And nobody will ever know. So maybe we can just actually, yeah, it's pretty easy to fix. We go to wireframe, and I can just unwrap that little section right there. I think I need to grab those two. And this. There we go. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, and then I should just be able to. Can I go UV unwrap, and they look a little better. No one's gonna, you know, be able to tell. So that's looking good, and now we just need to put some animations on this thing. Looks a little cursed, yeah. That's okay. Let's get some songs going, and. All right. I need to open up another sparkling water. My throat is so fucking dry. All right. Sorry, I was going to die. Now we need to, we'll go back to pose mode. I'm going to hit A and say Alt R. And then I'll bring it back to where they should be. And now what I'll do is, let's go to animation, and I'll make a new animation for the bell. Hear the bells, bells, bells. If you've ever heard the Edgar Allan Poe poem. I remember reading that in school. And then I remember seeing the South Park episode with Edgar Allan Poe. I actually went to the Poe Museum in Richmond. That was pretty interesting. I think the guy married his cousin, though. In a sepulcher by the sea. So we can spin this on the X. And I guess, you know, if you're going to swing it, you're going to like whack it from the side. So it's kind of going to go like X, and then R on the Y, like that. So it'll be like that direction. So I should have, well, I can still put a keyframe. So let's throw a, is that far enough back? Let's do a little bit further back. R on the X, a little bit more, a little less, and then R on the Y. Right here. Yeah, and yeah, I guess we'll just do rotation because we don't need no location. I think we're not going to do any location. I think that'll serve us well. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we got that, and we'll say Alt R, and then nice. So that's where we're going to start from, right here. So let me just do a little insert, rotation. We'll put that there. And so we actually don't want that to happen. We don't want it to move like this. We want it to move when we hit it. So we're going to have to actually bring this closer. So that should be like right here. Or we bring this closer, basically. We don't need to do that. We need to immediately start swinging. So like that. Just like this. Yeah, and then it keeps going. Bam. Just trying to think, is that going to be too fast? I guess we'll just have to see in the game. It'll probably be way too slow. I always make them too slow. So it comes back, and then we're going to go forward and back and forward and back. And I'm sure there's a better way to do that than animating all of it. But I'm only going to do like 3 or 4 swings because I just don't feel like doing a whole ton of them. But let's go R on the X. And I'm sure there's some animator right now who's like, you're doing this the worst way possible. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, that would require me to like learn and adapt and shit like that. And we just gotta slam this down. Rotation. So we got like, it goes back, and then we can just, actually we probably want it to, if we want to make a nice animation, we're gonna make it a little bit more random. So then we'll go back and then R on the Y just a little bit like this, and go insert rotation. So we slam it, and that's a little too fast right there. So probably like this. That's looking a little better because it's going to proportionally scale out. Yeah. Yeah, so then we go forward. We go to insert, rotation. It's a little bit too slow. Actually, no, that'll be fine. And then we'll just return back to the middle, back to the end here. I don't know, that's not bad for a... It's a little dull, but yeah, what if I just make it a little offset here? Just like this, and maybe a little forward, and then I'll insert that. Well, I should insert like right here. Just give it a little more sway as it's coming to a rest. Insert, rotation. Alright. So we smack it with a hammer, it moves around a little bit, and then it goes to rest. That end part looks a little janky, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then we're actually going to move this out to about 90, because it really doesn't matter. I mean, this animation can take a minute. And then let's move these out just a little bit. So it looks like kind of a shitty brass bell, I guess. Or just like a shitty rusty bell. Yeah, that one right there looks a little off, coming from here to there. Should be more on the Y, right? Like this. Swinging back that way. then this one should be whatever. We'll just make it come back a little bit on the X like this, and on the Y, give it right there, insert rotation. I guess we'll put some effort into this, and then we'll come back R on the Y right there, and R on the X, and we'll put it right there. Wow, isn't that so great? Insert rotation, and then we'll move it out, and then we'll grab this one, and I feel pretty good about this. So we hit it, and it's got some movement, and then it moves in the most unnatural way possible. I'm sure Pixar is going to be calling any minute. So, that looks good. That's a perfectly fine bell movement. I don't know, I think it's too much slow down right there. Yeah, it's just too much movement in general. I think right after here, I think I should just back off. I'm going to pull these out, and then we'll run this. Yeah, that's not good. What if I just do this? It should just be fast. Oh, so that's the issue. Is it like spinning back like that? Or, you know, is it really even an issue if we turn off the bones? Like, if you can't see it, you know, is that really going to throw you off? Let me see it from, like, the player's perspective. That's really the one that's going to matter. Yeah, dude, that's shit. And then, yeah. Let me turn this back on, and we'll just bring that back so it looks a little better. And this is probably what I should have been doing from the start. Insert rotation, so let's try that. That looks a little bit better. And then I can slowly turn back. We'll get rid of these. And then it's got to go back to its original state. So that looks a little weird, but maybe I can do it over a long period of time and it won't look so bad. Yeah, whatever. I'm not overly concerned about it. So right there, we'll call this hit with bell. And that's really the only thing we need to add to it, because it's just going to be the one animation, and I'll have to get some type of other thing. And yeah, so we don't have any animation on the swinging thing inside, but I mean, can you really even see it from the player's perspective? No, so I'm not going to take time to animate it. I mean, I just know that I could if I wanted to, and I think the knowledge of that is enough. So let's continue on. Where's my sparkling water? Hit with bell. Yeah. Hit the bell. Damn. Bell get hit. Me be bell. Bell be hit. Bell hit. Let's take another hit. So we're going to now export that. We're going to grab this, and that, and we'll say, I'm going to pause that because that's throwing me way the fuck off. All right, export. GLTF, and let's export it to, yeah, what are we going to call this? Let's go, I guess we have scenes. Let's make a new folder, and we'll call this the bell. Taco Bell. And then we'll call this the bell, and then we need to remember to press selected only. The bell, and then I got to go to include selected objects, and we'll export. And let's see how well that works. So We click back in here. I believe we exported to the wrong location because we are not. Oh, let me get rid of this. Should be in scenes. Yeah, I think I exported to the wrong place. We go to File, Export, GLTF, Horror Game. Yeah, I went to the wrong place. I very intelligently made two different folders named Horror Cooking and then Horror Cooking Game. So, yeah, I've been messing up all day. What do we need? We need scenes, and then we wanted a new folder here, and that was going to be the bell. And then we'll throw that in, and we will selected objects. We have those selected, correct? Yes. We do not have the icosphere selected. Good to go. Let's make sure we don't have anything else selected. I feel pretty good about that. We have the armature. Let's go ahead and export it. We'll go back. All right, there we go. I'm pretty sure it's in the right folder now. We'll go to scenes. We'll go to the bell, save that in the wrong spot. Perfect. That's just great. We'll bring that in here. And then what do we want to do? We want to grab this, and I'm going to make this local. So now I can edit it here. Let's go to our animation player, and we'll see if the animation magically got better by bringing it into the game engine. That's never happened before, but you know, we're gonna pray. So then we'll bring it over here and place it right there. And now we just need to add a hitbox so we can smack it. And let's actually move it over just a little bit closer to the altar. And it's weird to describe, but like once you go from Blender into Godot, it feels so weird to move around, and it's like you really take for granted how good Blender feels. And yeah, that's just something I noticed. Let's give that a shot. I'm gonna add a collision shape on it so we can smack it. Let's do an area 3D, and then we'll add a collision shape 3D, and we'll make that a box shape. Yeah, panning in Godot is a pain. Yeah, I do kind of like this workflow. Yeah, the one thing I do like about Godot is, like, isn't there a way you can use the... if you press Alt, can't you go in, like, first-person mode and stuff? Yeah. Yeah, Blender to Godot has been pretty nice. In the last few years, it used to be really rough. I really need to put the comments on the thing, because there's people talking on YouTube and Twitch, and it's like, I don't know which one to respond to. It's hard to respond to both. But, yeah. Alright, so we're making this thing. We're making it a little bigger, because it needs to be a little bigger. We're making it a cube, because that's all we know. And we get it a little bit expanded right here. Whatever. And then we need to add some type of thing. We're going to call this, it doesn't matter what we call it. All we need to do is put a script on here. We'll call it the bell. The animation player we'll add here, and we'll just say, we're actually going to take the area, and we're going to say, yeah, body entered. No. I think we're going to do area entered. Because we're going to have an area on our hammer. So yeah, we'll do that, and we're going to connect it to our bell. The bell, connect, and then that will just play the animation. So we'll just say dollars animation player dot play, and the only animation you have is bell hit. So there we go. That should be good to rock and roll when we hit it, but we need to go to our character. We need to go to the weapon holder. We'll go to the 3D, and we need to check something. How am I going to do this? Do I want to add something to the front of the hammer to make collision, or do I just want to spawn a box in front of us that collides with shit? It's very hard to say, because we kind of want to hit whatever the raycast is looking at. I think spawning a box in front of us is going to be more effective for now. So let's just do that. Area 3D, and we'll go here and put a what do we need? Collision shape. There we go. Oh man, I forgot I made more coffee. I thought I was out. I am very happy for that. Okay, so the collision shape, what are we going to make that? I guess a box. And let's see that hammer swing. I'm just going to loop it so we can kind of... yeah. So, if I have anything scurrying on the floor like a rat, we're just going to have to make them pretty big. And then the area I'm going to make is going to be pretty big as well. Oh, I did not mean to equip that. Oh, is the whole weapon holder moving? Not just the hammer. That might be a problem. Let me just add this to the player though, and we'll just make this a thing here. Let me take off your transform and your rotation, and I'm going to close the animation player because I don't want that shit on there. Nice. So, area. Collision shape. We need to make this bigger. This is going to be what we can hit with that with our damn mallet there. So that would be way too big right there. But if I have like rats on the floor, even though it's probably not going to look like you're hitting them, I want to hit them for now, and then we'll just update the animation later. So let's take a look from the top and see what that looks like. So this, I guess, would be your hitbox, basically. And I think to the player, that would look pretty good, really. It's pretty gracious. So we might actually need to shrink that down. That might be very imprecise. So let's do like this, I guess. Yeah, I think for now that'll work, because we don't really have a lot of things to hit unless it's going to be like an enemy or the bell. So we'll do this, and then we'll change it later if we have to. And we have to put this, we have to start worrying about collision layers, because we have a raycast sticking directly into the thing, and we can't have our raycast that we're checking objects with be hitting this box directly in front of us. So we need to put that on a different layer. So what layer are we going to put this on? We're going to have to make some layers, and let's give that a shot. We go to, I think it's, what is it, project settings, and then we go to general. I want to say it's one of these 3D physics layers. Nice. So we're going to name this one player raycast, and I guess we'll name the next one objects. The next one we'll name I guess melee weapon. I guess we'll name one player, and then we'll have one for hittable objects, melee objects, like objects that can be hit by melee. So there we go, and then I guess eventually we'll have to make one for enemy. Awesome. So now we can close that, and we can start, they actually show up here now, so like player raycast. So let's click on our player raycast first, and we'll just add that to that. So it actually is already in there. So let's grab this area 3D. We're going to rename this to, let's see, attack box. I was thinking about that old animation about Master Chief chained to the Xbox. When they're like, oh man, he can't switch platforms. That was a funny, that was back in the day, man. I remember playing Halo 2 with my brother and thinking that was the most amazing game. And it was like, how could this ever get any better? Okay, what is this? I don't know. Okay, there we go. Attack box. And what is that going to do? Nothing really. I guess, yeah, we're going to have to hide it somehow. We can hide it with the animation player whenever we swing, but then we would have to make it a child of this. So I guess we'll just turn it on and off when we swing on the player script. That'll be the way to do it, and we have to put that in the. I forgot I was changing the collision shit. My bad. So the collision, that's going to be melee weapon. So we'll put that there. And the way this works is this is basically the layer that it is. This is the thing that it is, and then the mask is what it like hits, what it should like be hitting against. So we are the melee weapon, and we want to hit things that are melee objects. So we only want to hit that. So if we were like hitting number 1, we'd be hitting with the player raycast, which we don't want to interact with at all. So that's how we have to change stuff around. I think I have to change the... okay, yeah, because we don't have any collision on the reverse end of that. Okay, that makes more sense. This collision shape, we want to... the character body, we now have to change to... What are we going to change it to? Collision, there we go. Player raycast. Do we have a just basic player? Player, there we go. And we basically collide with, we're going to need one for environment. I forgot to add that one. So we're going to say 7, and for now we'll just know that 7 is our environment, and I'll go back and change it later. Actually, no, let me go ahead and change it. Oh, it's already pulled up. Environment. If I can spell that. Do you guys remember Red vs. Blue? My brother was super into Red vs. Blue when we were like 14, and we would watch that a lot. Oh no, did my shit just freeze? Oh, it's over here. But yeah, that shit was so good when I was a kid. Alright, where are we at? What have we done? Okay, yes, we need to go to the scene, and these need to be placed into the environment. So this condiment tray, we have this collision here, and this is going to be the 7th, and we're not going to check for a collision with anything, because we're only going to be collided with as a static body. Okay. Nice. Let's go to collision here, put it in layer 7 on here, and remove any type of monitoring on it. We will do the same for the friolator collision and any other objects that are just there to... So our griddle, right here, we're going to move that collision to layer 7 and make sure it doesn't monitor anything. And then I don't even think we have collision on these, but we're going to have to add it at some point. This guy, let me make sure I can hit the static body. We'll make it layer 7, get rid of that. And then the bell, the whole reason we were doing this. What are we going to put this one on? We want to go to this area 3D, go to the collision, and put this on the melee objects. And then we should have collision with the melee weapon only. So I don't think our raycast will be able to hit that, actually. Yeah, and then we need to turn all of these. We need to go to these scenes and move the collision there in, sadly. So collision, this is now going to be the objects, and we don't scan for anything. We go to the onion, collision, objects, and then we don't scan for anything. Let's try our bell first, just to see if it works. I'm going to turn off the swinging animation. And basically all we have to do is get in range and it should start going off. So, right? Maybe not. Let's go to the animation player. We'll go here. I just need to not loop it. And then I need to go back to our scene A and we'll say area 3D. And yeah, so once I get in range, the bell should do its animation. Oh yeah. So we go to scene A. Yeah, all the great, all those great moments. We can, yeah, as soon as we get close, it rings it. Let's see if we can do it again. Yeah, we can do it again. So we just need to disable and re-enable this collision shape whenever we swing this, and that way it'll look like, you know, it's only happening whenever we swing the hammer. So it should look more like that. Let's give that a shot. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So we know when we're swinging the hammer because we have our animation playing. And then we need to give it like a 2 seconds, 0.6 second delay before it activates, or yeah, because that's when the actual hit is taking place. So, okay, I'm just thinking that through. When we hit the hammer swing, which is the space bar, we set our can attack to false. We don't have a state machine on this player yet, just because there's really no reason to with the limited functions we have, but we may have to include it in the future. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. I'm hoping we can skate by. But, so we have the animation player, we're swinging. We now need to somehow affect the, what do we call it, this attack box, and in a way we need to actually hide the collision shape and turn it back on. So but we also want to wait like 2 seconds. So how can I do that? I guess I could put a timer on it. That's kind of a sloppy way to do it, but it might be useful just because if we have more weapons I can change the timer. So let's do it that way. Let's add a timer, and we'll call this the weapon hit timer. Weapon hit timer. And what we'll do is, instead of doing this, we'll actually activate that weapon hit timer, and then we'll just have that on a timeout to activate this collision shape, or disable the collision shape, or yeah, activate it, my bad. So we'll say start, and then the weapon hit timer will set to 0.6, and there we go. And we just need to remember to stop this as well. So we start the timer, we then go here, we get a node, timeout, connect, and we connect it to, yes, the character body. And all we need to do here is just disable the collision shape. So attack box.collision shape.set disabled, actually. I think it's just disabled equals true. And then I think we can also set the timer. So we say weapon hit timer dot stop, because I think it will keep going. I can't remember, but that makes sure it does. So we just do that, and we also need to actually we need to set this to false. False, and then I guess after we set it to false, we need to do another timer. So this is a very hacky way to do it, but whatever. We'll say recover timer, because this is the amount of time it takes us to recover. And so then we'll also say recover timer dot start. I might just call it recover. So actually we'll call it recover timer. That will be... I keep forgetting other people are going to see this. So recover timer dot start, and we'll just do a timeout there. Work with me here. I want to connect it to something. If I click back on it, timeout, connect. There we go. Connect it here, and we want to re-enable the collision. We want to set it to false, and then it should be true right here because it's turning on. Oh wait, it's disabled. There we go. Oh my god. And then disabled is true. There we go. Way to add a negative check, Godot. Thank you. Okay, and then we can also set this one to stop. So I'm just going to grab this, and I can't remember if we need to do this, but this makes my brain feel better when we do. So that ought to do us, and let's go ahead and run it. Let's see, and then we need to disable it by default. So we'll go here and we'll set disabled to true. Nice. So now let's give it a shot. Awesome. So if I go up to the bell, we're good, and then if I swing, there we go. So it's not perfect, but for right now it'll work. And what else do we want to do? Uh-oh. Yeah, so that worked, but I guess I was too close. If I'm like right here, yeah, then I'm missing it completely. Let's do this. Editor, debug, visible collision shapes. Nice. Okay, so that's actually a ray cast in the middle that you see when it turns red. It's colliding with stuff. So if I press that button, I think you can see that it appears for a second in front of us. And it's going for a second. I need to have it appear for less than 1 whole second. So we need to go to recover timer and put this like 0.1. And we want to have it flash. So there we go. Let's try that again. And there we go. Bam. Yeah, right there. So we have like a very quick. I think that looks better. And then if we're too close, it doesn't register at all. So we need to fix that. If we go to our 3D on our player, I think it would be, the player's going to get pissed off if they're swinging at stuff and nothing's hitting right here. That's like a huge pet peeve of like every fucking person who's played video games. So we'll just move this back. I only want to move it in the Z to be like right there, and that seems a little bit more fair to me. That way, if they're right up on you, they're getting smacked. I think that makes it better, more betterer. Yeah, that's one thing I hate is when you're in a game and you're trying to swing at like enemies on the ground and they're just like nothing is colliding with them. It's just like, dude, are you for real right now? So there we go. We can swing and hit the damn thing. So, cool. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's actually not supposed to be just like freely floating around, so I don't know why it's instantiated. It's supposed to always be coming from a slot. Where was that thing? Just kind of hanging out over here? The dreaded chicken nugger. That's so weird, dude. We gotta figure out what's going on and why that's happening. But for right now, what else do we want to do? Yeah, let me go back into the game and see what's going on, and I'll remind myself what we have. I gotta open up another sparkling water as well. All right. Okay. So we can pick up the food. We'll defrost some. let's see how far we've got. Bam, and then when we hit this, we can see our collision shape should disappear. Nice. So we have that now, and we can grab this and bring it over here. Grab this and bring it over here. Oh, I need to fix those slots at some point, but that's boring and I don't want to do it. And then we can grab this and come over here and grab the bun and some lettuce and other stuff. I guess we forgot to add this to the shape that we can collide with, but nice. And we hit the bell. So, it's looking a lot better. I think what I'm going to do is probably, what do I want to do? Yeah, I'll probably sign off for the night, and then I'll come back tomorrow and code a bunch more, or I might come back when it's like super late at like 1 a.m. in the morning and code more. I don't know, but I gotta go eat something because I'm like starving, and I've been working all day. But yeah, I think this is going in a pretty good direction. Oh, he just ate my hot dog. I can't believe he ate my hot dog. That shouldn't have happened. But yeah, for right now, I'm going to just sign off for the night. Thanks for showing up, everybody, and we'll keep coding tomorrow and probably Sunday. I'll probably be on like most of tomorrow. So everybody have a great night. Peace out. Happy Friday. I might be back on later tonight.